Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about some of the things that you can do to help help to get yourself ready or to protect some of the stuff that you have, your home, etc. So a couple days ago we talked about having a plan and some of the things that are in the plan. Some of the other aspects that are within this plan are, ensuring that you have enough insurance to cover those items that you potentially can lose, whether it's your house, your property, your vehicle, even potentially yourself. So insurance is one of the things that can help you to recover after an incident, whatever it is, whether it's a wildfire or flood, which seems to be a pretty common occurrence at this time of year, or right now anyway. So you really need to think about the steps that you can take to help preserve what you have. The other aspect of this is, once you have the insurance, then you also need to have a list of documents, or at least the numbers of them. One of the things that we teach in a couple of the classes that we do is to have basically a checklist, a list that shows different points of contact, like doctor's information, where to contact for emergencies, an out-of-state or an out-of-area contact, as we've talked about. But one of the other things that's within this document are places to put like insurance policies, like your mortgage company. If you still have a mortgage on your property or on your home, list insurance agencies, their phone numbers, and your policy number. Having this information in the event that something, really catastrophic happens, can help to start the ball rolling sooner, because then you have all the information. You can feed that to the people that, when the insurance adjusters show up and stuff to start the claim process. So now this document, what I recommend is that you have two of these documents. One is inside of your bug-out bag or your get-home bag, whatever you want to call it, the bag that's pre-packed with necessities should you have to evacuate in a short period of time, for example, such as the case that's going on or has happened in California. There was an article today that talked about not that the people didn't have enough time or had little to no warning before they had to evacuate. So the time to have that stuff prepared is before the event happens. So if you have, have a backpack or suitcase or something, whatever you choose. My personal preference is a backpack because it's easier to carry, and it leaves my hands free in case I need to, do something with my hands. So having that list in there, knowing where it's at, is one of the things that can help you to recover faster after, say, a fire or a flood, for example. Pretty much any natural disaster or any disaster that you could potentially see or face, if you have a pack with clothes and some other minor necessities, will help you to get through the event in much better shape than anyone that's not. If a what-if scenario, assume that, your house is within the path of a wildfire or a flood or some other type of natural disaster such as that, and you have to evacuate your property right now. you're not going to have time to go around and gather all these items, which you most likely have most of the stuff in your house already. So having all of this put together in one location, and all you have to do is grab it and go, is going to help you to survive the actual event itself. Okay. In addition to having this list of points of contact and numbers and policies in your bag, you should also put one in the freezer. Put it in like a gallon trash bag or a gallon Ziploc bag, and place it in either the deep freezer or the freezer component of your refrigerator. In the event of a wildfire, and even in the event of a flood, this location is the location that's going to survive both of those better than even a firebox. I know of instances where people have had their important documents put, inside of this quote-unquote fireproof box, metal box, and they go to open it once they get back to their house, and all the documents are ashes within inside of this. So even a fireproof box does not guarantee that these things will survive. However, if they're inside of the freezer between the frozen foods that are in there, the odds of these documents surviving are significantly greater than if they're in some kind of metal box or even a fireproof box. So, and of course, the best way for this thing to survive is for it to not ever been in the fire or the flood to begin with. So that's why one of these copies should be placed inside of your bug out bag that you have packed and ready to go, I don't know, sitting in the closet, wherever you decide to put it. So that way it goes with you and you don't have to worry about it being in the fire or the flood. Okay? So it's a quick show today, but this is kind of an important thing. Trying to maintain or to recover after an event is something that we all kind of are concerned with. And the best way to do that is to have adequate enough insurance, whether it's for your business, your home, your vehicle, the contents of your dwelling, whatever it is. Having insurance, there's tons of decent insurance agents out there that will give you, adequate coverage. So if you're not sure who to talk to, shoot me an email, drop me a line. I have some friends that I would trust that I use. So I will, connect you with them, even if they can't help you because you're in another state or another country. Most of them have contacts, outside of just my area. So let me know. We'll help you if we can. But the thing that you need to think about is, even though none of us want to ever have to face any kind of a disaster or, hardship scenario, but in the event that something does happen, what are you going to do? Do you have the coverage that you need? Do you have the resources that you need in order to survive the incident? So a friend of mine, Eve Gonzalez, she just wrote a book, or finished her second book, that in it she talks about there's three parts of a disaster. One is the disaster itself, and surviving through that. One is getting, the short term right after the disaster, and then the long term. Now I think there's kind of maybe even another one, because there is a planning phase that happens before, or should happen before, the incident occurs. And that's that's where you start to do these types of things. Think about what you're going to need, what stuff you would need to take with you should you have to evacuate. My motto has been, plan for the worst and pray for the best. But if I plan for the worst and the worst happens, then I'm ready for it. If something happens and it's not the worst case scenario, then I'm still ready for it because I was prepared for something that was, even more challenging than what happened. So think about it. Work on getting the items together that you need in one location, so that you can just grab this thing and go whatever you decide to put it in. If you have questions about, what items should be in there, if you have questions or if you would like to get a copy of this point of contact or household information checklist, drop me a line. I will be happy to send it to you. If you're interested in getting a plan, let me know, and we will also help you with that too. I've always been a preventive maintenance kind of guy, so I always would rather be, keep the things fixed before they become a problem. And the safety and security of my family and my friends and loved ones is something that is more important to me than a lot of other things. So I would rather be ready for something to happen than to be caught without the items that I would need in order to keep my family and friends safe. So if you got any comments, drop me a line, guy@greatlivingsources.com. Visit our website at greatlivingsources.com. You can also drop us a line from the website. Just go to the contact page, which is, I think, the third tab from the right on top. Or you can leave us a comment on the YouTube channel itself. So until tomorrow, stay safe and enjoy what you have today, okay? Because each day we should enjoy those things that we have been given and have fun. Thank you.